Hey guys, before we decide if Enthrone is worthy of royalty, Bob, where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Look out for us on all the socials.
Also, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, join us live for Whiskey Wednesday, where the whiskey is optional, but attendance is mandatory.
You guys know who the goat is, don't you?
Who?
I'm the goat.
I'm the goat.
I'm the goat.
Hey,
Stop eating stuff, Bob.
bad. Hey guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Bob.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. And today we're going to talk about Enthrone from Smirk and Dagger, a game by Sawyer West. I feel like that's worth mentioning because we'll have some thoughts on this game. This was given to us. We did ask for it, I guess, but this was given to us by Smirk and Dagger for review. And basically what we're trying to do is each of us are one of these pawns. That's our character, and we're going to be manipulating any of the pawns on the board, trying to either eliminate our quarry down here at the bottom, or by getting our pawn to the middle.
Yep.
But we will go into detail when we go to the top down for the rundown. Thank you guys for joining me on the top down for the rundown here. I'm going to teach you how to play Enthrone. This is going to go really fast. So in this game, you are going to get dealt 3 cards. One of them is the icon of your chosen pawn. So like the lady with the rose is, hey, it's the lady with the rose, shocker. That means if she wins, gets to the center here, I win, or if she gets eliminated, I lose. It's that straightforward. It also tells me here, there's 3 symbols on the bottom. I win if these 3 pawns are eliminated from the game. So that's the guy with the ball, which just call him the wizard. That's like the ranger here because she's got the bow, and then the jester because he's got the little jester cap on. So if they get eliminated, I win. If she gets to the middle, I win. If she gets eliminated, I lose. But if I eliminate the, before that happens, I can win by also eliminating their chosen pawn, right? My opponent's chosen pawn. The other thing, and this is the only rule that just takes like a second to think about, is these pawns, as they're getting eliminated, right? They're coming off the board. Once the 4th pawn is eliminated, if that does not meet somebody's win condition, that meaning that it's like the 3rd of these, or it's the opponent's pawn, the player who eliminated that pawn loses the game, which by default then means the other player wins the game. So now that I've explained the win conditions, I'll tell you how this game really plays. So even though we know that the lady with the rose is my pawn, anyone can move her. Well, either me or my opponent. I say anyone. This is a 2-player game. But here's the thing. We've got this track right here, and it's divided into 2 sections. There's the section that are locked. These pieces cannot be selected. Any of these pieces up here in the top half can be selected. But here's the rub. There's these icons right here. So only the pieces in these locations can be selected to eliminate another player's pawn. So let's see. That's the wizard and the ranger. So like, let's just say like this is here. I could take the ranger token. I move it down to the bottom. Everything else slides up. And then I move and eliminate the king. Boom. Done. That's how that works. But only the pawns that are in the top 2 spots can be chosen to do that. Another super important thing is there are the laurels, right? And the fleur-de-lis in these spots up here. That's the only pawn that can move into here to win the game is if they are on one of those spaces. So the little wizard guy here with the ball is shown right here. If he's there, I can move him here, and now I win. And that's really the game. If a pawn gets eliminated, let's kind of go back to the other way. Let's say the pawn gets eliminated. This guy's out. The wizard now, let's put his pawn over here, flips over, and there's an arrow pointing down. That means now I can basically move this to take this action because he points to the king. Okay, that counts for moving into the center for the win. So if the king were my card, I could move him into the center for the win. Hey, because I did that. Oh, that also counts for moving the king. Well, if this was up here, let's just say like this, I could move the king to eliminate a piece. Bing. Then this piece gets flipped over. Or yeah, that piece gets flipped over. The king gets moved down. Well, I selected this one to do it. So this gets flipped down. Now that king is in the winning spot. So if somebody moves in a future turn, I could get him up there. I mean, that's really how it goes. The other fun thing about the arrows is if it's pointing to a unit that's in the locked area of the board, you can move them as long as that token is in the active area, right? Because if I'm using this token's ability, it's just copying this. So I'm going to move this pawn. That's how the game plays. It's very straightforward. It's very fast, and it's very elegant. Also, just amazing components. I'm going to throw it back up to the table so you can hear our thoughts. That was an excellent teach. And also really fast because there's not a lot you need with the teach. I mean, the rule book is it's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
It's this.
That's it.
There's some examples, and yeah, it tells you everything you need to know right in there. Because there's not a lot of gray areas.
Yeah, I feel like they're not going to need that rule book if they watch your rundown.
You're right. It was that good. Thanks, Bob. I'm just going to call it now.
I didn't watch it.
Damn it. But first off, like,
yeah,
we got to talk about the components.
Yes.
The look of this game.
Yep.
It's freaking beautiful.
Yep. That was the first thing that caught like my attention when we saw Kurt with this at, I think it was Origins, and he was trying to make sure he got it by Gen Con. He's hoping it came in, but we saw these busts sitting there with the wash on them, and they're big and they're chunky and just super well done. And like, yeah, I mean, that's like, the first thing that caught my eye.
Well, so when he was explaining it, showing us the game and like basically taught us the game in 2 minutes. We were going through a bunch of other games with him too, but like, immediately Bob and I both were like Enthrone. Like, we need to play this game. I cannot wait to get it. Like, we need to see this game. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
We were able to get it at Grand Con.
Yep.
Which is awesome. He handed one over to Bob, so that means he got the game. Unfortunately, I don't think he doesn't like it, so that means I won't get it. I'll just have to get my own copy. But spoilers. I'm going to have my own copy because I'm telling you, as we were even just before we even get into gameplay, we're pulling the components out of the box to set it up. Right. And I'm like, oh, these are so nice.
Every bit.
Oh, these are so nice. The board is so pretty. Like it pops. Looks really good.
It does.
I'm going to ask a really dumb question, but I think it bears asking.
Sure.
Any color issues?
No. And I'll tell you why. The colors don't matter. Right. So you have the starting spaces of the lions. You can't move back into the lion spaces once they've been gone. And then there's clear black lines, differentiating the spaces between the spaces. And those florets, which I'm sure you said in the teach, just basically give you adjacency. Anything that's touching those are adjacent.
I did not say that in the teach. It doesn't matter.
I guess you might need the rule book for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, those little florets there. Like, so if you're at this space here, everything that this floret touches is adjacent. So adjacent.
You move.
That's it.
Move one space.
That's it. This is, I want to throw this out there. One of those games that Mike would appreciate the CPR on it, right?
Yeah.
The crunch per rule, because the decisions you're trying to make, because it gives you the meta all right here where it tells you if somebody has this card, these are their quarry. If somebody has this card, these are their quarry. And you're trying to like, okay, so he's moving that piece. So is that him trying to get to the center or is that him trying to get me to kill that piece for him? Yeah.
And because only 4 pieces can be killed to trigger the end of the game, that keeps it so fast.
Yes.
And you need to be very judicious with the pieces you are eliminating.
Yes. You can't just willy-nilly just, you know what? Kill that one off. Just one less piece on the board. Ooh,
right.
Now, did I just push that one more piece toward end game to help Tim or to hurt me?
And you need to be smart with where you're moving your own piece, because if they're adjacent to one of these spots that can attack, you could be setting yourself up for failure.
Yes.
So the timing of that, right? But you also don't want to look like you're afraid to move a piece.
Right. Oh, no, it's totally fine to put the guy right next to the assassin. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
Don't kill it. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
So lots of head games in this. But man, the gameplay is so elegant. Yep. It's so simple. It's so streamlined. It's so straightforward. I love absolutely every single thing about the gameplay in this game.
Yeah. And not only are like the piece, okay, so this rose, oh, it's very obviously the chick with the rose, but also that icon is on the
It's
bottom
on
of the
the
bus too.
yeah, it's
So
on the
there
bus.
is no like, oh, well, I thought that was this one. I thought no, it's one. I think it's very easy to discern who is who by just looking at the bus itself and comparing it to the piece. But if there is any question at all 4 sides have that same exact icon on it as well.
Yes.
So super smart.
Yes. I mean, they're all really, really straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
And also the way they utilize both sides, right?
Yeah.
So that when the tile flips down, now you can use that to activate the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like so good.
So
And
good.
the way that also presents opportunities where maybe like where before this character is so far out from either being able to win or to take a piece. Well, now there might as well be up at the top. They basically count as being up at the top.
Yep.
Fantastic. Also let you utilize characters that are locked, otherwise cannot be moved.
Yeah.
And selected. Really cool. Absolutely
really
love the way that they do that.
Yep.
Again, you just feel there's so many options. There's so many choices. And because you're not manipulating only your own pieces, you're manipulating all of the pieces.
Correct. That's what we talk about War of Whispers a lot. How you're kind of playing for a country, but you're not really necessarily playing for the same one. Well, this one you are like locked into a person. Nobody knows who that is.
That's right.
And you could be moving a piece you want to die, or you could be moving the piece you want to win.
Yes.
Yeah, and I like that.
And again, so the game, I mean, literally it's like a 10-15 minute game.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer if you're learning
AP,
or trying to little AP it. So even then, right? If you're like, I move, they move, and then somehow your dude gets killed right away, re-rack and just go again.
Yep.
And play better.
Yep.
Be a little more smart, or just try it again and see if they do it again.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, do what you want.
Right.
But it plays so fast that it doesn't matter. If you have a bad game because you made a bonehead move, who cares? Re-rack, go again. And it's not like re-racking is that hard.
Yeah, this setup is super easy. These go out randomly around all there. These go out randomly in there.
That's it.
Deal out 3 cards.
What? That'll take forever.
I know.
So good. Yeah. I love this kind of game. Yeah. It's very strategic. It's very smart. And it's so simple and straightforward. Yeah. It's like the best.
Yeah.
Because you could run tournaments of this stuff. Like there's all kinds of things you could do with this. And because it plays so fast, even though it's only 2-player, there's just lots of options,
right?
Lots of options. And I really, I think a fair amount of tactics and luck that come into it. So this is the other thing where it's like, if I just love this game and lived and breathed it, I think still a new player sitting down has just as good a chance to win because they are going to be manipulating the pieces
and they're given all the information too.
And there's not necessarily right moves. You know what I mean?
Like, there's not like this one move here. Well, obviously I'm gonna move this here because it's the best move all the time.
Every time.
Yeah.
I hate that in games, and that is completely eliminated from this game. It is not possible. There is no great first opening move that everybody should always make, and that's it.
Yeah.
No questions asked. So this just does all the things that I love in a game. I've been yakking on about this. Bob, what else you got on
Enthrone? No, I mean you talked so much that you pretty much touched on everything. The iconography we went over, the cards, there's always 2 cards left out, so there's not perfect information out there. The insert was great. It's just nothing bad to say. Like you said, the rule book's just like one folded page. That's it. The best kind of rule books.
It's so good. It's the best kind.
Yeah. So I don't know what else there is to say about this. Like it's the CPR, that versus mentality that you're trying to second guess what somebody is saying. Like, I really enjoy games like this.
Yes, because again, right, you're moving that piece up to bait somebody into knocking it out, or are you trying to bait me?
Yeah. Or did I just help you by staging your character there and be like, oh, cool, thanks. I win.
Yeah. I mean, all those things, right? Yeah, all those things. And it's all possible. So good. Yeah. So good. All right. Well, I guess we need to rate this game. Bob, how do we do that?
So we're going to give this game a score between 0.5 and 10. We're going to take our scores, average them together, and that is the score that'll be on BGG. And if you ask on Discord, that's what the rundown gave this game.
All right, Hoop.
That is me.
I'm going to guess that it says a positive score, but how positive of a score are you giving Enthrone?
So I really enjoy 2-player games. There is some stiff competition out there for 2-player games. Some of my favorite games are 2-player games. This ranks up there. While I doesn't think I don't think it necessarily dethrones
Ooh.
my number, you know,
But it doesn't have to have a
but it
good high
does,
rating.
and that's
man.
right. It does enthrone. It's a 9. Like I like this game. It has a lot of things I really enjoy between the, you know, accessibility of it, the ease of teach, the replayability, and that whole like, you know, versus aspect. I love it. So yeah, it's a 9 for me.
Yeah, don't even get out the calculator. It's a 9. This
9.
game is so good.
Yeah,
it is. I don't know what you could do to make it better.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's
a marble board.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
why
yeah.
we slacking on the production?
Yeah, come on, Kurt. Come on,
marble on there. Yeah. Some stained glass or something.
Holy
Yeah,
crap, that would be amazing.
that would be.
Get on it, Etsy. Look
Yeah,
at
there you go. Yeah,
look
looking
at
at
you with
you.
custom boards.
There you go.
No, this game is fantastic. I do think, you know, hey, you've got to want to play a 2-player game, and yeah,
Right.
you've got to like this kind of game. But Bob and I just happen to love this kind of game.
Yeah, and like, so I go to meetups all the time, and it's like, you know, we're waiting for more people to show up. I can bust this out, knock out a game or two, while we're waiting for everybody else to show up and have a good time doing it.
Well, and also, right, because sometimes a 2-player game, it's you want not every time, but sometimes you want 2-player games to be those games that are easy to table and easy to teach, because yeah, I'm just trying to kill 20-30 minutes. Right. If, for example, at a meetup, you're not taking Star Wars Rebellion to a meetup.
I mean, I might.
Fantastic 2-player games, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah,
but it's not the barrier to entry is here.
Yeah, trying to spend 2 hours, you know, 1 to 2 hours at a meetup playing a 2-player game is more difficult than trying to table something like
but
this.
But when that's this just hits that sweet spot because it plays so fast, and again, you know, you play it again. Oh, I messed up. Well, I'm gonna play again and have a different strategy, a better idea. You know, like what I'm doing.
It says 20 minutes on the box. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah. That's with teach.
That's with teach.
Yeah.
It
goes a lot faster after that.
For sure.
So just
average together 9. In case you guys weren't good at that math.
Yeah, this game is freaking fantastic. I'm really excited about it. It lived up completely to the hype that we had.
Yeah, like the expectations that we had for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I haven't really heard a lot of hype per se. So it's not like, you know, like
no. Between us though.
Right.
Between us
yes.
We were hyped.
We were
for
hyped
this game.
And
we were telling people, check out Enthrone.
Yeah.
Check out Enthrone from Smirk and Dagger. Holy crap. Because Smirk and Dagger, like, spoiler alert, it's got some bangers like right now.
Yep.
I mean, they got plenty of great games. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But their Gen Con, you know,
their releases
stuff
this year was on fire.
Woo.
Yeah. Don't let A Place for All My Books overshadow this. While I haven't got a chance to play that and it looks super good.
Yeah.
This game is solid, man.
This is one of my favorite games I've played this year. And I've played some bangers this year. This one's really good. So easy to table, easy to play, great to play. Yeah, it just does everything right. Yep. So this was awesome. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I mean, we cannot put this on a higher pedestal than they already are on. They're on the throne.
They are.
So this was great. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. Let us know in the comments what your favorite 2-player game is. Ooh, look at that. Okay. There we go. Okay. For the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Thanks for watching.
Do you like to party?
I do like to party.
I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
I do like to party.
Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.